Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Spanish campaign. It's been almost a full week. I took about a week off from making these longer videos because I was traveling for New Year's, my favorite holiday. So happy New Year's to all of you. I hope you had a great holiday as well. But I'm back now. I'm going to try and get back to doing 2 long videos a week and some bonus ones as well. Since it has been almost a week, let's do a full recap on the entire empire. So we have 23 regions. We are expected to profit 10,400 denarii next turn, which is amazing. We knocked the Scipii out of the game last time, taking Thapsus right before they were able to counterattack against Carolus. So we do have a few Scipii kind of lurking around there that have gone rebel, so we'll need to deal with them at some point. Norbert the Elephant and Kerbasi of Toledum are camping outside of Massilia, and we'll be able to take that off the Gauls next turn. And we have a nice big army commanded by Megaravicos of Brigantium, just sitting in the port of Tarentum, prepared to land on Apollonia. The goal of that army is not exactly to conquer all of Greece, but rather just to kind of put the Brutii on the back foot. We want them focusing on defending instead of attacking, because I would not really be prepared for a large counterattack against Italy. So that's kind of the purpose of that army. Now, another thing that I'm planning on doing, obviously we are planning to take these Carthaginian cities. Since we're at war with them, we're already here. These are kind of our next target. But we also have just way too many generals in Thapsus here, so I'm planning on sending one of them, maybe this guy, Agarthonius of Arganthonius the Allergites, might go on the Mega Armada and just, maybe take Kydonia, pick up some Cretan archers, maybe pick up Rhodes at some point. Just some of the other islands that would fill out our empire and be really valuable for the mercenaries that we can train there. So that's another thing we're keeping an eye on. And as a matter of fact, the Navy actually has full movement points right now. So while everyone is healing up, I'm actually going to go ahead and take Arganthonius the Allergites with a couple of units. Maybe just a unit of Scutarii and 1 unit of Slingers. And we're going to go ahead and send them over. Just get a head start towards Kydonia. I would love to get there as soon as possible. It'll be quite a few turns. But yeah, that's our goal. We want to take Kydonia off of hopefully the Rebels or the Brutii. I'm not really sure who owns that at this point. Gives us a nice opportunity to see Lepcis Magna. I mean, gosh, we could almost just take Lepcis Magna right now. That's kind of tempting. We'll see. We might do that next turn instead of going on to Kydonia, but we'll see. I didn't realize how undefended that would be. All right, I'm going to check on the rest of the empire. Just make sure that nothing is falling to pieces at the moment before we end the turn and get to the fun stuff of next turn. We'll do some repairs in Tingi just so we have a nice strong army there in case we get attacked again. And I think we're ready to end the turn. Let's do it. So as usual, Thrace wants an alliance. They always want an alliance for some reason, but they don't have any cities, and I don't know. I mean, I guess we can have an alliance. That's fine. Let's get maybe some... We don't really need money out of them either. Sure, I mean, honestly, I'll take this. Maybe... Are they at war with... Brutii? Let's see. Yeah, now they are. Cool. Alright, a candidate for adoption, Dunoro of Segabriga. Good commander, age 27. We'll take him. And where are you ending up? Oh, wow. Thapsus as well, so yeah. Oh... Interesting. Okay, where's this Dinaro? Is this the new Dinaro? I thought he was 27. Or is Dinaro the one I already had? I'm very confused. I'm going to figure out who was adopted. Let's see. Is there a 27-year-old here? Okay. So, Dinaro of Segabriga was adopting someone. Kemen of Olispo. This is our new general. Great. Good for you. Welcome to the family. You're in a war zone. We've got a bit of a army attacking us back at Thapsus. Some elephants and nothing too scary. We can basically ignore that for now. But let's take a look at our announcements. I noticed we lost a family member in Narbo Martius. That's actually a shame. I think this was a pretty decent family member. And this assassin got him. Not even that good of an assassin, so that was pretty bad luck. But we will get revenge this turn. We'll take Massilia off the Gauls. That's a shame, though. Yeah, we don't have that many family members over here in the Gallic front. In Messana, we got the first level of, or no, that was the second level of the Circle of Abnoba. So in 3 turns, we'll be able to upgrade missile weapons to +3. That will be really nice. Interesting. We have a ceasefire with Gaul, I guess because they were allied with Thrace. I didn't even think about that. Okay, we profited 11,900 denarii as I expected. Interesting, so we are temporarily at peace with Gaul. But they just assassinated one of my generals, so I'm not feeling the peace vibes very much. I think we're just going to take Massilia anyways. Let's start off with the easy thing of what do we do with this army? I think we just try to take Lepcis Magna. It's not well defended. We'll see if they manage to bring someone up to kind of reinforce Lepcis Magna. But I don't see any armies, so I think we might be able to take this next turn, which would be really nice. They don't have that many regions left. Let's get some generals here. Maybe Dunaro, Gregory the Conqueror, Kemen, and Palben. We'll grab some cavalry and some bull warriors, and let's see if that causes complete rebellion in Thapsus. No, we'll be okay. We'll train up these slingers with, I don't know, what is that going to give them? Armor, maybe? Yeah, they have an armor, so that's nice. +1 missile attack. That'll be good. And we'll train some Scutarii in Thapsus as well. The question is, do we want to fight this army in the field so it doesn't attack Thapsus? The answer is probably yes. We might want to go ahead and do this now. What have you got here? It's pretty decent, and honestly, they have Libyan spearmen with defense of 20 and bonus fighting cavalry, so that's kind of scary. But I think we can handle them. Question is, can we make the army break before we really have to fight it? Let's just go ahead and do it. We have Gregory the Conqueror, so 10 command stars. I think we can handle it. We just want to get them off the field so they don't take Thapsus if we try to take Carthage. So without a lot of infantry or missile troops, it doesn't really matter how we draw up. We're just kind of going to split the army into 2 cavalry wings, trying to keep Gregory the Conqueror relatively safe. We'll keep him back somewhat. Maybe we'll keep him with the cavalry over here because they'll have poorer morale than the general's units. So we'll start the battle and see how they drew up. Yeah, just pretty standard stuff. Let's attack this flank of the army. I'm going to try not to do any pausing during this battle. We're just going to kind of stay on the move, try to break this side of the army. Hopefully all their Libyan spearmen is not over here. What are you? Libyan spearmen. Ooh, not great. But we have so much cavalry that hopefully we can kind of just break them before we really have to fight too much. Let's... How are we drawing up? That's good. We'll draw nice and wide to kind of circle this round shield cavalry. And if we can break this round shield cavalry, I bet we can break the Libyan spearmen too. So let's get these units of long shield cavalry over here. Just kind of on this flank of the round shield cavalry. And let's keep our other cavalry close. We just want totally to encircle them. Alright, let's attack because the Libyans aren't really paying attention. And we'll bring our general in. Let's get these Libyan spearmen to charge into... I mean, these longshield cavalry to charge in over here. Into these Iberians. And let's get our generals over here as well. We just want everyone to get in nice and close. We haven't quite caused a break, which means we're probably about to have a break on our side. So I'm going to use rally troops. We've got a few enemy breaks. These Iberians are breaking, but the Libyans are going to be a different story. They're not going to break as easily. Okay, most of the enemy army has broken, so that's good. Let's just try and break specifically the elephants and then cut down the elephants as quickly as possible. We want to get them off the field just so they stop killing all of my cavalry by running into them. Okay, battle is won. Let's split people up. So chase down these round shields. You chase down the elephants. You chase down the Balearic slingers. Yeah, we're just going to kind of split up the whole army. Chasing people down. These generals can chase down the Libyan spearmen. And hopefully that's enough of the army to cause them to disband. Let's take a look. 91%, yep. So we'll chase down a few more people just for experience. Right here. And nice and easy. And just like that, I mean, what is left? We have a couple of like Iberians over here. We'll just run them down. Nice and easy. Get a cool little shot of them getting run down. And this was a great success. You know, this army wasn't super important. I just didn't want to lose Thapsus, so it doesn't look like we took too many casualties. Maybe about 150. Let's see. Yeah, 144 casualties. Killed over 1,000, including a unit of elephants. So that's a good result for me. And let's kind of merge together these troops. We'll send back the unit that needs repairs to Thapsus, and then we'll march the rest on to maybe pick up Carthage. What is this? Oh, that's just a couple skirmisher type units. Not too worried about that, so we're good to march north to Thapsus. We will repair up that unit of Longshore Cavalry that was injured, and next turn we can take Lepcis Magna. That leaves them with, I believe, just these 3 settlements. How much is in Cirta? Just 2 units in Cirta. Down here in Dimity, 2 units. And over here in Nept, we have 6 units. So really not doing very well, the Carthaginians. I think we're good to just go ahead and attack Massilia too. Before I forget, was there anything else I wanted to take care of over here? No, we'll deal with moving this army in a little while. Let's deal with Massilia next. So what do we have here? We have a general, we have a unit of warband, and alliance and tatters. Yeah, we're losing our alliance with Thrace already, but that's okay. Alright, so we have, okay, just 3 basic units of warband. Pretty bad general. I'm not worried about this. We'll just charge in with cavalry, it'll be fine. We are practically speedrunning this episode today, just knocking through battles as quickly as possible. Let's go ahead and knock down these gates. Our elephant archers might even get a few shots in on these warband. Let's see from their perspective how close they are. Yeah, they might get a few shots in. But they don't have any missile troops, so they have really no way of harming us. So yeah, this will be pretty easy. There you go. Poor guys. I would be horrified if some elephants were just shooting arrows at me. Oy, not good. Not good look. Can they reach them here? They're not the best shots, but they look like Cretan archers, so I don't know. Maybe they are like Cretan archers. I don't think they're as good, but they've lost 8 warbands so far. Let's speed this up a little bit. Get some more arrows off. We've killed about 20 of them. And let's see. We'll just keep firing shots. Drop maybe a little bit closer. And we'll prepare our cavalry to move in as well. You do always have to be careful pushing into the city because they aren't going to break on the city center. So sometimes you'll just have some weird break and things can go really poorly. So I have to be somewhat careful. We'll use as many arrows as I have the patience to use just to make this a little bit easier on me. Maybe we will attack this wall. Let's drop the elephants here. And then maybe we'll knock down this wall here just in case. No, don't go that way. We don't want to lose anyone to towers. I thought maybe I could send 1 elephant over there, but they don't want to do it, so we're not going to do it. We'll just let them fire off all their arrows. Honestly, not bad. We've done a lot of damage. Killed 18% of the enemy. We will start moving the cavalry in now. So let's pull the elephants off to the side so they don't block the gate like they always do. Go there. I'll make sure they're not getting shot by this tower. Nope. Okay, they're going to keep firing off arrows. And we can go ahead and send in the cavalry. Go on. I would not want to be the Gauls in this battle. 1,000 Spanish cavalry going in through the front gate. Alright, so we are already meeting these warband here, but they're shaken. I don't think they will last long. I mean, they have a slight combat advantage against my cavalry, but not a morale advantage. So yeah, they're getting run down. Pretty brutal. Bad day to be a Gaul. And let's just kind of pull up in here. I don't know if we can fit 1,000 cavalry in this little square, but we're going to try. And over here, our elephants are firing off their remaining arrows into this warband, so that's good. This warband's almost dead at this point. I mean, they've taken so many casualties just to the elephants. That's great. Elephants are getting pretty good. They have 3 chevrons of experience, so go you. Alright, is everyone inside? Not even close. So many cavalry. Let's speed this up a little bit. Like the thunderous sound of their footsteps. Ooh, so scary. And how hard would it be to send cavalry around from different angles? I've been kind of hesitant to do that lately when attacking this kind of a city, because you can get some weird morale issues where like 4 units of cavalry come in here and then they almost break. I don't know. I would almost rather just overrun with the whole army of cavalry. So let's bring our general up. We'll bring our cavalry up. And if we can engage the warlord off of the city center, that's ideal. Yeah, perfect. And let's just charge on. We'll get our general nearby, use rally troops. We don't want any morale issues. And yeah, we're just going to overrun them. Nice and easy. Yeah, I mean, look at that. This is not fun for them. Let's make sure we're not having any morale issues. No, I don't see any. We use rally troops again, just to be stylish, but yeah. They don't have any hope here. Backed against a wall. They should have brought shirts. I'm just gonna say it. My guys have shirts and they're doing fine. I don't know. I don't get it. Alright, let's go ahead and end the battle. We don't need to keep fighting it out. We lost 154 cavalry, but that's no big deal. Let's see how many of the elephants killed with just the arrows. 246, fantastic. And gained a chevron of experience. That's awesome. We can just keep doing this. Those elephants are going to be amazing. I could see this army conquering most of Gaul. It's crazy how few population they leave in these cities because they just build warband after warband. How many people are in Massilia right now? 557. This is actually going to be a difficult campaign just because I have to somehow keep these troops with enough troops to fight battles when they keep draining their settlements to completely bare bones. Something I remember from last week, we were building peasants in Osca to bring over to Narbomardius. So I'll do that. What's the population at in Narbomardius? Almost 2,000. That's a start. But yeah, this is a little bit grim. Do we have anything we could send over from Italy, maybe? We could send over... Maybe we'll send over these barbarian mercenaries and peasants from Segesta to just drop off in Massilia as population. I think that's a good idea. Just head on over to Massilia. Once they cross over the border, they can disband, and Massilia will have at least some kind of a population. We'll build a few more peasants here for public order in Segesta. Do we have any armies in northern Italy? Not really, so I'm going to train a few things just to keep us safe in case we get attacked. We want to be able to pull together at least one army. Yeah, that's good. Just another unit of cavalry in each of those cities. We should be okay. Now, for our next target, we could keep hitting Gallic cities. I don't really want to start war with the Britons yet, because why would we? So let's see if we can just leave behind this unit. Yeah. We'll just leave behind this unit, and then we can march north, clear out some more Gauls, and then just start taking the remaining Gallic cities. I think they only have 3 cities left, so that's pretty good. I don't really want a transgression against the Britons by pushing further north, but I think it's worth it even if it happens. I want to get rid of Mabon of Aturius. Decent. We have the faction heir here, and the general himself is +3 command, but that's it. I think we can handle it. Let's take him out. Ooh, it's a nice snowy day. We're going to keep that weather. That's fun. And let's just seize the high ground while we have it, because it gives us a stamina advantage, a charge bonus advantage, and an advantage for the missiles on the elephants' backs. So we'll draw up here, and let's see where they drew up. Yeah, they kind of want the high ground as well, but I'm sure we can push them off if we just position like this. So let's speed up a little bit. I doubt they're going to charge us because we're backing them up against a wall, but let's see. Yeah, they're not. They don't really know what they're doing. Let's draw up our elephants on this side to get some shots in. And I'm sure they have some foresters, so they'll be firing as well, but I don't think they have very many. Right, they have foresters, don't they? Okay, they're charging. Interesting. So attack these warband. Let's slow this down. And they're already breaking, yeah. Charge into the enemy general. We'll bring our general up for morale purposes. We don't want any issues with our morale. They just didn't bring enough to actually win this battle, so yeah, I'm not really sure what the plan is here. Let's bring the elephants over here just to provide a morale debuff for the enemy general. One of their generals has broken. The other one has died. Let's try and run down this general. I doubt anyone's going to escape because they are pushed up against a wall, but we just want to make sure. Okay, perfect. Yep, their general is dead. Let's route these skirmishers and just pick up whatever else is on the field. Pick up these, what are they? Warband. And, I mean, 70% of the enemy army is already gone, so yeah, we're basically done here. 89, 90%, yeah, we're done. We can just go ahead and end the battle, keep the pace moving along. Nicely. No, we can't, because they hadn't broken yet. There we go, end the battle now. We lost 70 troops, just some cavalry, and killed 500 of them. That's great. Killed 2 generals, killed a fractionaire. Perfect. And we weren't notified of a transgression against the Britons, but they're not going to be happy that we're here. So we will want to move away next turn, just because we don't really want war with them yet. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing, but we just don't have that much of an army in the north here. We might send some troops north from Spain just to support the conquest of Gaul. Maybe in Numantia. Can we train anything good in Numantia? Not really. Bull warriors. I'm realizing now I probably should have invested more in being able to train Scutarii because they're actually better than I gave them credit for. They just don't look that good, but honestly, melee attack 10, missile attack 14, defense 13 is pretty decent. It's about as good as Principes. Has high attack. I probably should have invested in that earlier. I'll start investing in it now in Osca. Yeah, this is the problem. It takes so long to get there at this point, but it's worth it. Just now that I realize I'm not going to have any population north of Spain, I should really be able to train good troops in Osca. So yeah, confirmation that our alliance... Oh, interesting. I thought our alliance with Thrace was in tatters, but actually the alliance between the Gauls and Thrace is in tatters. That's really funny. So now, this is kind of perfect. The Thracians are our allies. They're now at war with the Brutii, and they are the 4 regions north of the Brutii. So they kind of sandwich the Brutii with us. If we start attacking Brutii cities, they're going to be in kind of a tough position, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now, I'm really scared with this whole situation. I want to get this army over to Apollonia, but sometimes it just wanders into the control zone of this enemy fleet, and then we could lose our whole army. So we're going to be very careful about this. Yeah, see? We would have, I think, lost the army if we had tried to move it. So I don't really know exactly how to use this army, but we're going to try in the next few turns to get it over to Apollonia. We might have to just clear out these boats. All right. Time to end the turn. There's not really much else we can do anywhere. I'm really excited for Narbonadius to finally be a small city? A large town? I forget what the next level of city is. I think a large town is the next level, but we can get a port, finally get some trade going in Narbonadius. That will be awesome. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Forgot we were going to talk to the Germanians. We wanted to know how many regions they have. Ooh, wow. 8... That's a lot of regions. What is this region? Domus, Docus Domus. That must be a really northern one because I don't remember it for some reason. It's been a while since I played as them. Let's get trade rights with them and map information. I'm sure we could have gotten some money out of them, but I mean, we have so much money, we don't really need it. Maybe we'll see if we can get an alliance with them. Oh, they don't want an alliance. Why is that? They at war with... Let me find the Germanians. They are allied with the Gauls and Thrace. Very messy partnership right there. But I guess if we take the Gauls out of the game, then they won't be allied with them anymore, and I can't. So that might be a goal of mine. The Britons, they don't seem that upset at me, so let's take advantage of that. We're going to go ahead and leave their territory now. Let's go north to target Lemonum. Hopefully take that off the Gauls. Make sure there's not a counterattack coming, but I don't see one. I know I peaked an army over here, so we'll have to be aware of that in case that comes to attack Osca. We have 2 new family members. That's exciting. And we profited 7,000 denarii that turn. Our army upkeep is 26,600 a turn, and we're losing 10,000 to corruption every turn. Yikes. It might be time to reconsider where we put our capital, because Palma is currently our capital, and it's not very central to these regions. So let me see if Carolus would be a better choice. So if we look at our expenditure prediction for next turn, 10,000 going to corruption. Let's change our capital to Carolus and see if that decreases at all. Wow, a lot. Decreases to 8,000, so that is going to be a huge, huge benefit. Let's try out a few different cities just to see if any are better. We'll try Lilybaeum. So it was at 8,016 last, and now it's over 10,000 again. So that's not a good option. I think Carolus is a pretty obvious option. So let's go with Carolus. Set that back to be the new capital. I guess it means we should train something there to protect it, because yeah, we don't want to lose our new capital to this rebel army here. Let's make sure this Carthaginian navy doesn't have any units. Same with this Gallic one. Nope. And the great thing about what I just did by taking Massilia is that now the Gauls have no ports remaining in the Mediterranean. So these ships that they have, which have been pretty annoying the whole game, honestly, especially this huge fleet, they're the last ships the Gauls will ever have in the Mediterranean. Once I clear those out, we are free of their annoying presence. And next turn we'll have Lepcis Magna, or this turn actually. In a couple turns we should have Carthage, and eventually we'll pick up Cirta as well. So the Carthaginian ships will stop appearing as well, and things will get a lot more calm on the open seas. This is perfect. So the path between Tarentum and Apollonia has finally cleared up. Let's land our army over there, and we can go ahead and besiege Apollonia. I don't know if we're going to get away with this. They might bring reinforcements really quickly, but right now they only have the one general in there. So if they don't reinforce Apollonia, this will be very easy. Oh, we can finally buy Cretan archers. I've wanted Cretan archers the entire game. Long-range missiles, missile attack 11. These are the creme de la creme of missile troops in this game. I absolutely love them. And finally I have some. Let's buy some mercenary hoplites as well. That's a great foundation for the Greek invasion force. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. We've got some slingers and stuff. We can leave in Apollonia once we take it, and we've got a good army for taking cities. So who knows, maybe we'll take more than I'm expecting out of the Greek cities here. So yeah, we got a better peek at this army the Carthaginians are bringing to potentially take Thapsus. It's really nothing to be scared of. Let's build one unit of, I don't know, long shield cavalry here, just reinforcements in case there's some other units kind of floating about. Like down here there's a few units, so we want to be somewhat prepared. But can we go ahead and besiege Carthage? Potentially we could take Carthage. What's in Carthage though? Let's kind of attack them. What do they have in the city itself? So they don't have a general. Oh, I can't see what the reinforcing army is, but this army is just a couple slingers. I'm going to try it. And depending on what Captain Himmelkar's army is, we might be able to take Carthage right now. So we'll see. The slingers will obviously be easy. That will be like 2 seconds. But let's see about Carthage's army. I don't know if we're going to get it this turn, but that would be really nice. Take 2 cities off the Carthaginians in 1 turn. So we're going to draw up not a fully broad line because we don't really need it. We're going to have 2 groups. We'll have the kind of expendable cavalry and then the generals. We don't want to use the generals if we don't have to, just because we don't want to lose them. But we're just going to charge into the slingers. We can just take them out in 1 charge. I'm not concerned about that at all. We use our generals too, yeah. Yeah, I would not want to be these slingers here. This is not a pretty sight. I don't think they're going to fare very well. Will we take even 1 casualty? That's the question. It doesn't look like it. Alright. Come on, take out this army, this unit as well. Ooh, ouch. Not good. Got their general. And we'll get these guys as well. And we can actually get a look at the reinforcing army now. Okay, so they have some war elephants. Is that 1 unit of war elephants? They have skirmishers, they have some hoplites, armored hoplites, and just some Iberians. Ooh, this is a little bit scary. But let's see how they kind of split up their army. If they kind of separate the hoplites from the rest of the army and we can smash them from the rear, that's not so bad. But if they use their hoplites intelligently and they have elephants kind of nearby, I don't know how we're really going to deal with this army. So we might withdraw. But let's see. We haven't lost 1 soldier yet, so that's a good start. Luckily, they don't really have much in the way of missiles. They do have the elephants, which have some archers, but nothing too scary. Let's draw up really wide. We'll have the 2 wings of our cavalry be quite far apart. Maybe we'll split it up somewhat. Let's do these 3 units with the general as 1 wing over here. Let's do something like this. My cats are fighting, don't mind them. And then these units over here won't have the morale bonus from the head general, Gregory the Conqueror, but they will have more cavalry. So we'll put them over there and we'll group them. And then our bull warriors, we're just going to leave in reserve for now. We'll keep them somewhat nearby in case we find a use for them. Maybe firing javelins at the elephant, something like that. But for now, we want to mostly use cavalry. And we do want to let these cavalry rest somewhat. We don't want to have any morale debuffs from being exhausted. So once everyone's in position, I'll let everyone have a rest. And then we'll see what we can do about maybe breaking some of these units. Yeah, they don't really know how to draw up because we've split the army up so much, which is good. I think we just continue pushing around them. We want to really confuse them and kind of split their focus here. So let's drop like this. We'll drop the bull warriors with them. Just the more troops we have over here, the more they will drop in this direction, which is good. I wonder if we could break these elephants. I know that's a really bad idea usually, but it might work. Oh, and I didn't realize. I paused for just a moment because my cats were fighting, and I just realized these are Sacred Band. Defensive 25. Forgot if they had 2 hit points. They don't, but they have defensive 25. 12 of that is from armor. Good morale. Yeah, Sacred Band are really scary. Okay, let's resume. I'm not using this pause tactically. I was just, breaking up a cat fight, but I kind of want to charge in over here, attack these Iberians and these skirmishers with my cavalry. And we could start attacking the war elephants with my bull warriors potentially. Let's start to at least encircle the elephants. We don't want to fight them directly, but we will encircle them just because we want to potentially cause a break. They are susceptible to getting scared just like everyone else. So if we charge our heaviest cavalry over here into these Iberian infantry, and we can cause a break here. And then let's pull this cavalry back. We're just going to retreat, because we don't want them to fight the Sacred Band or anything. Let's get Gurguri out of the way of the elephants. I mean, of the phalanxes. And let's just have everyone attack these war elephants, because if we can surround them and break them, I think we can do this. Come on, just break them. Maybe pull our generals back, because generals can just get squashed. We don't want that. But we will use our rally troops ability. Okay, perfect. So, can we just run down these elephants with our cavalry? Like, I know we're going to take casualties here. I know that's not great. But I just want them off the field. I don't want them coming back later and hurting us. So, we will chase off these skirmishers and then kind of reform and deal with these. Oh no, I did not notice that these were my units that were just hanging out with the hoplites. Oh, that's a shame. That's what I get for not paying full attention. Let's kind of reform here. We'll keep running down these skirmishers. We'll bring our cavalry over here. This cavalry we will pull back a little bit, but we'll use our bull warriors to just fire some javelins into the Sacred Band. Alright. So, our bull warriors are throwing off their javelins. Come on, throw faster. And then withdraw. We'll just get them to withdraw if they will listen to my orders, please. And then let's check on the fighting that's going on. So we're just breaking some long shield cavalry. This is their general's unit, so we will be able to break them, get rid of their general, and cause some morale issues. All right, let's attack these pointy infantry with the bull warriors. We'll just use our javelins and then pull back again. We've got some more javelins coming in over here. Come on. And we killed the enemy commander, so that's good. And this is honestly not bad. Okay, the pointy are being attacked from the side by infantry. And in front of them they have cavalry. So if we can just not lose this cavalry and maybe encircle them over here, we should be able to break them. Charge into the back, and then if they kind of turn their spears, we will charge into the front as well. Wavering, and charge them from the front. Now let's pull this unit back. Okay, they're broken, so they will get run down now. And all that's left over here is this unit, which is fleeing from the battlefield, which is a shame. Can we stop them? I know this is kind of suicide for the units I'm sending in, but if we can stop them from fleeing the field, then we can potentially take Carthage. I don't think anyone's nearby, though. No, I don't think we're going to catch them. That's a shame. So there will be maybe one unit left in Carthage.
We need fight no more.
So we lost a couple hundred troops there, but we also healed over 100, so not the end of the world. Hopefully those elephants are not still alive. Elephants are gone. Sacred Band are still there, so we will have to deal with that, but I think that was a good battle. We didn't lose any generals. We caused a lot of casualties. Carthage will be a pretty easy capture next turn now. I'm going to just combine these troops. We just need some solid cavalry to storm the city when it's time. Hopefully there's not an army on this ship. No, there's not. So I think Carthage will be fairly manageable. Let's take a look at Lepcis Magna. Is it still just, yep, it's just the factionaire. We don't know much about him, but I bet we can handle him. Let's attack here. Munda, you are not that great. Oh, 5 command. Yeah, okay. You know, not that bad. Arganthonius, the Allergites, is not great. But doesn't have any morale debuffs or anything. And we have Choleric Slingers, we have Scutarii. I think we can handle this. So we use our Scutarii to push the ram, and we'll keep our slingers nearby in case the general's near the walls for some reason. It's pretty rare that a general's unit will sit near the walls because they usually like to sit on the city center. But yep, and that is the case here as well. We'll just knock down the walls, pull up our slingers, and I mean, this is a pretty obvious battle what we're going to do. Keep strength around, hook them with missiles, and get them off the square. That's the general plan. Alright, so we've broken down the gate. Let's pull in our Scutarii right here. We will do this kind of somewhat intelligently, potentially. Put our general in there for morale. The cavalry in there to support. And then we will get our slingers in there. And we'll start pushing up a little bit with the infantry. Last push. Push our Tarii. Kind of awkward. Right there, that's perfect. And then slingers right here. Keep the general nearby. And the cavalry. Perfect. Alright. Surprised we can't quite reach them with the slingers. Range looks like it's almost there. Let's pull a little bit further forward with the Scutarii and the slingers. And I'm going to slow this down because I don't like it when the enemy charge into me when I'm on 3 times speed. Alright, keep the cavalry nice and close to the front. And we don't want to be on skirmish or fire at will. We want to be prepared before we start this fight. Alright. And last little push for the Scutarii. We'll push them a little bit further forward. And we'll get our general right there. Perfect. Can the slingers reach right now? Yep. So I'm thinking we're just going to start firing. And let's see if they charge off the plaza at us or if we're going to get all of our shots off. I'm guessing they're going to charge into us. Let's see. Yes, okay, they're charging. So we are prepared to charge into them as well. Hopefully they stop right here, take a few more shots, maybe take some shots from the Scutarii as well. We haven't done any damage to them yet, and we have done damage to our Scutarii with our slingers, so. There we go, eat those javelins, that's perfect. Okay, they're charging in now. Let's use rally troops because we don't want to lose our Scutarii. And we also want our general to kind of sit at the back of this unit. They pushed off the plaza, so they're likely to break. I don't want to lose this general. I'm going to push him back. This general specifically is important because I want him to go and take Kydonia later. So we're pushing him a little bit back just to keep him safe. Okay, the enemy general's dead and the battle's over. Let's go ahead and end it. We don't need the experience from killing the last few troops. And that was a nice, easy win. We lost 60 troops. Not a big deal. And we picked up another Carthaginian city. Amazing. So Lepcis Magna, sadly, we're going to have to exterminate it, I believe. I wish I could see exactly what the population loyalty was. I don't know, I could enslave them. Do I have a... I'm trying to think where I have generals. Oh, it would be good to send some over to Massilia. Let's enslave Lepcis Magna. Let's see if we can keep it. Ooh. Pretty unhappy with us. We might have to train some peasants here for public order. And then we will train some... Yeah, maybe just peasants. I think that's safe. We'll build a Sacred Circle of Isis because we're already at level 2 of the Circle of Isis. Amazing, so we'll take Carthage next turn. We took Lepcis Magna this turn. I wonder, how important are you for morale? You're very important. Eventually I will send this guy over to Kydonia. But for now, what can we do this turn? We've moved north in Gaul. We're currently besieging Apollonia and Carthage. Let's go ahead and get this ship to safety, just in case we need to pull him back from Apollonia. And Ooh, we are being somewhat counterattacked at Tingi, and I did forget to check that public order was satisfied in all the Spanish provinces after I switched the capital. So I'm glad I checked over here. What are you bringing? So a good amount of elephants, some decent pointy infantry type stuff. Okay. Let's build a unit of, thinking more Scutarii, because I like having the missiles on the walls, but I also like having the heavy infantry capabilities. We'll buy some Balearic Slingers, that's perfect. And I think we'll be able to handle Bathiai's Carolis. I wish I could just bribe you. That would be so nice. Could I just bribe you? No! Oh, he's one of those expensive to bribe people. I remember that. Ooh, alright. Public order is not great in Cordoba at the moment. We have a huge population there. Yeah, it's a little bit scary. How many peasants do I have to train to get the public order up? Oh gosh. We're gonna have a little bit of rioting. Alright. But it's gonna work out. Everything's gonna be fine. In Numantia, we'll just train a few units of peasants. They'll be okay. They probably won't even riot next turn. It's gonna be fine. Cordoba, I bet we'll have one turn of rioting and then we'll be fine. Let's go ahead and end the turn. There's nothing else for us to do. I believe, yeah, we are good to go. Carolus is still looking good. Yes, Carolus is looking great. We'll build a Hall of Heroes in Carolus just so we can build some Scutarii to defend our capital. And let's go ahead and end the turn. I'm excited for the Siege of Carthage. So as expected, we have rioting in Cordoba, but only in Cordoba. That's wonderful. We may lose Cordoba. That's not ideal. We're at 65% public order. Can I buy any mercenaries? We just need... Oh yeah, these mercenaries might do it. Amazing. That's all we needed. Yeah, this is going to cost us a little bit in just upkeep and recruitment costs type stuff because we switched the capital, but we're making so much more because we have that lower corruption, so I think it's okay. We profited 6,896 that turn, and this turn, I'm guessing it's not looking so good. Oh, wow, it's actually looking great this turn. 15,808 profits without sacking any cities, which we're going to do this turn, so that's great. Narba Martius has finally expanded. I'm so excited for that. And up here, our population transfer from Segesta has arrived, so we will go ahead and disband all of them. That puts us at 1580 population in Massilia, which is pretty good. We still need to get that up 500 more to get a large town in Massilia, but that will be really nice when it's time for that. Now, Kerbassi of Toledum. This is your last chance to build a watchtower up here, and we're not on a road, so this is a good place to leave a watchtower. And that doesn't tell us anything new. Let's go ahead and cross into Gallic territory. Next turn we can take Lemonum. They don't have anything there. They might build a unit. They might bring some troops from Militia. But yeah, I don't think they've got much there, so... Yeah, they're kind of just capitulating at this point. There's not much left. Over at Apollonia, they've brought some reinforcements, the Brutii. We have 2 Praetorians and a legionary cohort. But they're outside of the city, and all that's left in the city is 1 general, Lucius Brutus. So I don't think that's going to be enough. Let's go ahead and attack. How do we want to do this? Let's go ahead and just fight them. I'm wondering if we'd be able to stop the reinforcements from entering the city and fight them in the field, because we have a huge missile attack advantage. We'll try it. I don't know if that will work out, but yeah, definitely the battle in the city will not be difficult. So we are on the west, and on the north is where the reinforcements are coming from. So we just drop all of our infantry over here. They're going to be going for that gate, which means I think we can handle them. So let's at least get our Cretans here with a bunch of cavalry. And what else? I mean, we could bring slingers and stuff. Yeah, No, slingers I think we'll use for taking the walls. Since there won't be anyone on the walls, there's no reason to have Scutarii manning the towers. So let's only man 2 of the towers because, I mean, there's no one on them. So why do we need more than 2? And we'll man them with slingers. And then we will bring all of our heavy infantry for dealing with the reinforcements over here. Now, I always make the mistake of drawing up too far back when I'm trying to intercept reinforcements. So let's draw up more sensibly like so. And yeah, I would not want to push into this if I was them. We're going to have our general here as well for moral support. And we'll have our cavalry here as well, in case we need to intercept anyone who's making a run for it. And I believe we are good to go. Let's... Oh, I'm going to assign the slingers to the siege towers before we start. Over here. You take this one over here. So, we're going to start with our hoplites as the first thing to move. Perfect. Okay, so they are drawing up right here. Let's get our heavy infantry kind of over here to intercept them. And these heavy infantry can come in on this side to throw in javelins if they attack into the front of the hoplites. Britons are already firing. We will draw up our cavalry to kind of just cut off any kind of a attempt at fleeing. Let's keep our general nearby. And we're going to have our mercenary hoplites go ahead and get into phalanx position. Let's make sure everyone's on fire at will. And we're just, I mean, I really don't see how they can survive this. They're already taking damage and they're not really doing anything about it. My guess is they might be contemplating doing a testudo, but they always just sit around for a while before they do it. So yeah, they're just taking damage here. Let's see what they do. They keep saying move out, which sometimes means they're going to do a testudo. I mean, I don't know. If they're messed up, that's fine. I don't really feel like stopping them from being glitched. Let's go ahead and use our slingers to take the walls. As expected, their factionaries at the city center. Alright, let's check on what's happening over here. If they're just going to sit here, fine. Get some Cretan archer experience. That's great. You can see how good the Cretans are. Even though this is the front of Praetorians who have some of the best armor in the game, they're, let's see, how much, I pause, how much armor do they have? Yeah, 13 armor, 24 total defense. But yeah, we're still chunking through them pretty quickly. They almost seem better than Balearic slingers, even though slingers have armor piercing. But that's just my opinion. Alright, over here these slingers are taking some damage from towers. We might lose a tower. That's okay. As long as we don't lose all of our towers, that's all I care about, really. We got some movement out of the Praetorians over here. They're just going to run into Scutarii's missiles, though, if they try to seriously attack the front of these hoplites. So I'm not really sure what the plan is here. I would love for them to get into range of the Scutarii. Yeah, over here they're going to take a bunch of javelins. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. They're just charging into prepared hoplites. Fantastic. Yeah, this is quite brutal. We lost one of our towers, it looks like. No, we're actually going up that tower, so that's good. Over here, how are our hoplites doing? They're okay. Let's keep our general nearby, just in case we need to use rally troops. We're taking a lot of damage from the missiles, the mercenary hoplites, but they're not going to do very well at actually attacking into the front of us. So let's take these Scutarii behind them, and they can just throw the rest of their javelins in. The rest of our Scutarii and Bull Warriors have used all of their missiles, so that's good. We will fire with our Cretans at the general's unit of legionaries. Can we force them to fire? Go ahead and fire, come on. But yeah, now we'll get some javelins in with these Scutarii. I mean, this is pretty brutal. These legionaries are trying to fire, peel them back, but they don't have a chance here. Throw some javelins into these wavering Praetorians. Oh, these Scutarii are wavering, so that's not great. Let's get some cavalry in here to assist. We'll use rally troops. I don't know if it's going to reach these Scutarii, but yeah, I mean, this is not going super well for the enemy. And at this point, we can stop firing any missiles because these guys have to run through us to get to the city center. That's where they flee to. So there's no need to use any missiles at this point. We're just going to wrap them up. Yeah, nice and easy. And our slingers are almost up the towers, so we'll have a nice, easy invasion of the city. Our slingers are almost ready to take the walls. Look at them. Alright, we have taken the walls, so we will go around opening gates as well. And I'm going to speed this up because this takes a while. We want to open these gates over here to let the rest of the army into the city. And since we have hoplites, this will actually be a fairly easy way to take the city center. Usually when we have a nice big factionaries unit, something like that, it's pretty difficult to take the city center because they just have that potential to charge into you and just break you. But in this case, we have hoplites, we have some Cretans to get on the walls, and a whole lot of cavalry, a whole lot of heavy infantry, so I think we'll be okay. We are prioritizing getting the Cretan archers in here first, because they will be very important for getting up on the walls, hoping that extra long range will get them a shot onto the city center that we haven't been able to get in some of the cities we've taken. So let's get over here with our Cretans, and get them up here with the slingers. I pretty much write off whenever I send a unit around the walls for turning all the towers that they're not going to be used in the battle because they just get so split up. We have troops all the way over here. Basically, they're useless for the rest of the battle unless you wait around for 30 minutes. So we're just going to have our Cretans come up here on the walls and see if they can get a shot on the general. Somehow we are taking damage. No, our Cretans are getting shot. I thought we took this tower. Come on, get in the tower. That's a shame. We're losing a ton of Cretans. Ouch. Yeah, that's really sad. These Cretans are some of my favorite soldiers that we have in our army, and we just lost like 50 of them. Oh well. Maybe if we lose a bunch of other random troops, we will heal the Cretans at least. Before we heal the other units. So I don't know. That might be the meta here. Just lose some random slingers. I'm going to do exactly that. This is crazy. I know this is like... people are going to hate that I'm doing this, but I'm going to send these slingers, and they're just going to go be a sacrifice to the general. Because if you don't know how this works, a lot of people talk about this in the comments. When you lose, let's say 500 troops in a battle, you're going to heal a percentage of those troops. And the first ones that are going to be healed are the first ones that you lost in the battle. So if you lose 50 Cretans pretty early in a battle, then you lose several hundred other stuff, you will heal more of your Cretans because I think they heal a percentage of your total losses at the end of the battle. So I hate basic slingers. They have horrible stats, horrible range, and so I'm going to send the slingers over as a little sacrifice to this general. Even though that's crazy. Let's see if there's any way we can swing this where we can get a shot on Aza. I don't think so. You stand there, and fire at will, and if you get a shot, you get a shot. Goodness, taking cities is buggy in this game. Alright, let's go over here with our hoplites. Where do we want them? We'll bring our hoplites over here, and we'll bring a bunch of cavalry over as well. We'll bring our general, and we'll just try and get rid of this general at some point. So, these units are not skirmishing? I don't know why I said scavenging. These units are not skirmishing. We're going to try and just lose as many of them as possible. We want to take some casualties here. Little sacrifice to the Brutii. Same with these slingers over here. We want to keep our general with our army because I don't want to rout all of the cavalry just because they're near routing slingers, but yeah, I do want to lose some slingers if possible. If this doesn't work, don't get mad at me. I'm testing a theory, alright? I've never done this before, but people talk about it in the comments. Come on, slingers. You got this. Fire some rocks. Yeah. There you go. That's the way. So silly. Alright, now that we've lost a ton of slingers, we can plan how to actually take out this unit. Alright, so they look somewhat interested in charging off the plaza. What are you gonna do? Maybe hunt down some slingers, that'd be nice. If they charge over here, they're going to lose. But, yeah, whatever. Maybe they'll charge into range of the Cretan archers. They are! They did it! Oh, maybe just a couple of arrows? A couple of arrows, that's nice. Yay, Cretan archers getting some shots in, getting their revenge. Actually doing a lot of damage because they have the high ground. See, this is why Cretans are so amazing. Look how much damage they're doing. It's crazy. Incredible. Look at that. Took out like 20 heavy cavalry. Alright, I've dilly-dallied too long. Let's bring in our hoplites. Bring them up over here. I'm tempted to just charge on with cavalry. Hoplites, even though they're hoplites, they're mercenary hoplites, and there's broken slingers in the city. I hope we don't lose these hoplites, because then I'll have to be patient and actually do an intelligent charge and all that boring stuff. Alright, hoplites. Go ahead and get drawn up into the phalanx. We're going to give them time. Time is what they need. Get a decent phalanx going. There you go. Go up there with your little phalanx. We're going to keep our cavalry very nearby because we might need to just charge this. Alright, we got our units of hoplites. Almost there. Come on. Alright. Hopefully they're far enough away from the breaking slingers that they won't take any morale debuffs. They are exhausted, which isn't great. Alright, the last few hoplites are trying to make their way through. Oh, actually a ton of hoplites are trying to make their way through. I don't know how to, like, free the hoplites from the cavalry that are trapping them. Look at all these hoplites. They're like, how do I get through? I don't have a horse. Alright, there you go. Fantastic. Auxiliary hoplites joining the battle. Alright, so we have a charge going. I think they can handle this. They broke. Alright, more sacrifices to the Brutii, but they took 20 casualties. Alright, we're just gonna, once everything reforms, we're gonna charge in with all of our cavalry and we're just gonna kill him. There's only 57 cavalry, we can do this. Alright, where is this unit gonna go? Are you really just gonna march all the way off the battlefield? Alright, the fleeing unit of hoplites is almost out of the city. I think that's far enough away to not affect our morale too poorly. Let's just pull our cavalry up here. And once everyone's up here, we'll just charge in. We're just going to fight this general. Maybe not our general. Maybe not our general. Anyone but our general. Would all of you please charge the general? And then we will use rally troops and just slaughter the enemy general. Yeah, there's nothing left. 20 cavalry, no big deal. Nice and easy. Last few Brutii here, and we've taken a city off the Brutii. Amazing. So let's see if we made enough sacrifices to heal our Cretans. Cretan Arch, 0 healed. Oh no. Okay, someone needs to explain to me how this works because I healed 0 Cretans. But I healed some slingers, and I know those slingers. Maybe these are the slingers I lost to the towers. I don't know. I don't understand it. We took some unfortunate casualties in that. Brutal. But now we get a huge paycheck for sacking Apollonia, so beautiful. Cool 9,000 denarii. Let's combine these troops a little bit just so we can heal as much as possible. We will heal up the weakest units. And also retrain some of our best units to get some, I think, armor bonuses, maybe some missile bonuses as well. Build some Scutarii here. And I don't know, are we able to buy any more Cretans? No, Apollonia. Yikes, that's all we get for Cretans. We'll pick up some more later though. Hey, we took Apollonia though. That's our first bite into the Greek sandwich, so I'm alright with that. Megarovicus Brigantium got Superior Commander for another command star, so that's amazing. And we could attack Carthage right now, but let's see what is in here. Sacred Band. I don't know if I really want to deal with this. I think we'll starve them out a little bit longer. Let's see what this army is. Nothing good. I think as long as we're not imminently being attacked by another army, let's starve them out a little longer. Just weaken that Sacred Band up a little bit. Let's go ahead and end the turn. What's going on now? We've got some counterattacks going near Apollonia, but nothing too strong quite yet. Ooh, 4 units of Praetorians here, 2 units of Praetorians there. Yikes, they're bringing some decent stuff. We might want to get our army out into the field just to be prepared for a proper battle, but Apollonia is not super happy with me at the moment. Let's grab our Cretans. We will bring some of our mercenaries. We'll leave behind the slingers. Let's see how bad this is. We bring these out, send back some mercenary peltasts to Apollonia, send back these Scutarii to Apollonia, bring down the tax rate. Honestly, we'll take the Scutarii with us. We might need them. Yeah, that's a decent army. We want to fight them in the field now. Let's just get up on a mountain range here. If they attack us, they attack us. I would like to defend on a mountain range for once. Megarovicus got a mercenary captain as well, so that's nice. Nosco, we finally have our meeting hall. We'll build a Hall of Heroes now. Yikes, we got a little bit of a counter-attacking army. Ooh, finally in Messana we have our Sacred Circle of Abnoba for +3 missile attack. So any good missile troops over here. Yeah, we've got these Rhodian slingers. We'll see how they look with max level missile weapons. That'll be really exciting. They get even rockier rocks, maybe? I don't really know exactly how that works. We'll build one more unit of Scutarii and Thapsus just because I don't want to lose it. Now, we can take Lemonum, or we can turn back to defend against this general. What do we have in Osca? Ooh, not much good. Let's build some long shield cavalry here. And I don't know. Maybe we will train some mercenaries. Yeah, we'll get some mercenaries for Osca. Hopefully we don't need to fight this Gallic army. Hopefully they just go back to defend what is left of their empire, but yeah, I think we're going to take Lemonum in just a moment here. Let's take a look at what else has happened. We lost our diplomat over by the Germans, but that's okay. Ooh, we gained 20,000 denarii that turn. Amazing. And we're building peasants everywhere to keep everyone appeased after the capital change. Yeah, this Bathais of Carolus is just kind of standing around menacingly. That's not great. We're going to keep building siege towers just because it's fun at Carthage. And let's threaten an attack and see what's left. Ooh, 138 Sacred Band looks a little better. We'll give it one more turn, and then we will take Carthage off the Carthaginians. And with that, I think the last thing to do this turn is pick up Lemonum. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm guessing this will be nice and quick with Norbert the Elephant. Yeah, we have a nice, strong faction leader and some skirmisher warband, so we'll need to be careful with our elephants, but it's going to be okay. We can just take them out with our archers from afar. So we'll bring Norbert the Elephant over here, and let's just pull up to the gates. See if we can land some shots with the archers on our back. Yeah, we get some shots into the general. That's helpful. We killed one horse. Alright, let's knock down the gates. I like that Norbert is completely missing the wall. Not really sure what the plan is here. But it seems to be working. So just do what you're doing, man. It's so silly. Good job, Norbert. And let's bring our cavalry in. Just kind of run them in the front gates. We'll bring our general up. They don't have much here.
Our warriors have taken the walls. Now the streets will run with blood.
Yeah, this is a pretty scary army if you're the Gauls. I'm so tempted to just charge in there. Let's get our general in, and then we will bring our cavalry up a little bit further. It'd be ideal if the warlord would charge off the city center and just kind of attack us out here, just in case we could break him, but let's see, I don't want these skirmishers to start firing. Let's charge them with cavalry. Bring our general over here, and we'll bring in our elephants. I don't know if we're going to use them, but we can deal with the skirmishers with our cavalry, and then the elephants will be safe in the battle. So, alright, we have a break over here with the skirmishers. Let's send everyone except the general to attack the warlord. Then we'll have our general kind of come in on the side over here. We're going to keep an eye on our morale, make sure that doesn't get out of hand. But we outnumber them so heavily, this should be fine. Yeah, let's just charge onto the plaza and just push them back. We can handle this. Nice and easy. Yeah, they have no chance here. They're just outnumbered too severely. One barbarian warlord. Oh, actually, the warlord is the last guy alive. There we go. Battle's over. Nice quick victory. Another completely empty city. They're leaving the cities as ghost towns. It's so mean. Feels intentional. Oh, what are we training the war elephants for? Do they have Abnova? So we're going to upgrade the missile weapons of the war elephants. That's great. Missile attack of 9. Amazing. Wonder if this factionaire is going to turn back to Lemonum or try and take Osca or Narba Martius. Narba Martius would probably be the easiest target, but I'm not sure. This looks so nice now that we've taken all of Spain, taken half of Gaul. Oh yeah, Carthage is next. Yeah, this looks great. And we're going to end the turn one more time. I have a title in mind, so we are taking Carthage before we end this part. So we have a counterattack by the Carthaginians. The Carthaginian faction heir, Ashsath. He looks decent, but not amazing. He's 19 years old, and he brought some longshore cavalry, nothing too good. And then there's another reinforcing army, Captain Adonable. Yeah, fine. Not much. This will break pretty easily. I'm not too concerned. And at this point, the army inside of Carthage is really weak. So, yeah, this should be a nice, quick victory. I think this will be a battle in the field. So I should target Captain Balshalek and make sure that I get the city as my priority. So that'll be northeast, and the other armies will be coming from the west. This corner over here, back there, will be where the reinforcing armies come from. And then the army from the city should come in over here. Let's leave our bull warriors over here to just get some javelins in, and we'll leave some cavalry over here as well. And they should be able to handle what is coming from the city. We'll leave the general with them as well, just for morale. And then everyone else we will draw up for battle over here. We're going to send this really weak unit way off just to not break in the battle. And we're going to group these guys over here, group these guys over here, and I think we will have a pretty easy battle here. So let's go ahead and start the battle, and I was correct about the placement. Let's let our enemies charge up to us, because we'll be in range with the Bull Warriors fairly soon, and we will kind of come out on the sides with the cavalry just to provide a little morale debuff. Yeah, I'm not sure how I would do this if I was them. They kind of have to charge into the front of my Bull Warriors, but the Bull Warriors have the missile advantage on the Sacred Band, so yeah, this isn't going to be great for them. Alright, we are bringing up our Bull Warriors. We're going to have them halt right here. If they can get their javelins into the War Elephants, that would be good just to get rid of the morale debuff from the War Elephants, or if they get into the Sacred Band, that's also good. We're going to bring up our Longshield Cavalry just to intimidate the Sacred Band. We got rid of the Elephant, but that did take a lot of javelins, so that's not ideal. But I think we can still handle the Sacred Band without all of our javelins. There's not much back here, so we can kind of ignore it. We will focus on charging into the side and rear of the Sacred Band. We're just going to let them charge into the Bull Warriors. So yeah, we are guard mode enabled. We're going to break these Iberians and charge into the Sacred Band. And then they should break. Alright, we're having some morale issues here. Let's attack the Sacred Band. If we can kill their general, maybe this will work. Let's go to our general up here and use rally troops. We don't want long shields to break. Oh my goodness, so crazy how tough these Sacred Band are. But their general has died, and the Sacred Band is wavering. Somehow not broken yet. We're doing our best here. We're not quite in danger of being attacked over here yet, but nearly, so let's pull that back a little bit. Have we killed them yet? Okay, finally killed all the troops from Carthage. So once these guys get cleaned up, we will actually win Carthage, assuming we don't lose the battle. Perfect, so Carthage is ours. Let's take our decent units, and this will be the new frontline troops. Let's drop like so. And what did they bring again? They have some basic cavalry. Yeah, no, they're nothing strong at all. The only thing to worry about is the 75 General's Armored Bodyguard. That's a little bit tough. Alright, so they're waiting for their reinforcements to show up, but I don't think we're going to let them. So let's charge over here with our Longshield Cavalry on the flanks. And then once they're in position, we will charge all of our troops in to just break whatever we can reach. So we'll send our 4 units of generals cavalry into the long shields. We will attack these long shields, and then these guys can work on the general's bodyguard. We're going to have some issues with morale, so let's all focus on the general's bodyguard. We might have something break here. Let's use rally troops one more time. Hopefully this keeps Gregory the Conqueror safe, and did we break the enemy general? Amazing, we did. So I think we can get rid of... Perfect, we killed another family member. And we just need to finish up this battle and we win Carthage. Over here they just have some Iberians, some skirmishers, and some Longshield Cavalry. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to charge into the front. This will be very easy, so I'm not worried. These weaker units can deal with the skirmishers. And at the last moment I will use rally troops just to keep Gregory a little bit safer. Perfect, he hangs back, and we charge into the front of the Iberians. They break. Longshield Cavalry is next. They're not going to stand up to this. They're not quite broken yet. Okay, now they're broken, and we will deal with the skirmishers next. And that's the end of the battle. Let's go ahead and end it. We don't care about chasing the last few down. And with that, I believe... Oh, look at that. 26,000 denarii from sacking Carthage. Amazing. That is a huge accomplishment I've been working towards for a long time. We have a suitable husband for Iuda. He doesn't look that great. Superior commander, but he's 42. I'm going to deny that. I rarely deny a general, but we honestly have a lot of generals right now, and I don't want to waste a family member on someone who's 42 and pretty unremarkable. So let's take a look at Carthage, our new conquest. What do we have here? We have... Oh, so we have an awesome Temple of Baal, which acts as a sacred circle of Isis, so we can train bull warriors here, which is really nice. So we'll be able to retrain that unit. We have a catapult range, which means we can build slingers. So silly. And they never built communal farming here, even though it's a huge city. Don't know how that works, but we will build communal farming, get that growth rate even higher. Carthage is going to be a huge trading port for us. Currently, we have trade of 50 in Carthage. That's just because there's a rebel navy on the port. We'll train up some ships in Lily Biome, take that out, and then this will be a huge trading port. So I'm very excited for that. We just need to make sure we don't lose Carthage. There's a lot of armies nearby. They're pretty weak. But we'll build some Scutarii and some slingers here just to make sure that we don't lose that. And with Carthage being taken, this was a very productive part. I'm going to read through my announcements, and then we can kind of recap what we've accomplished. And then we'll call it a part there. So let's take a look. Construction. We finally have made Narbo Martius a large town. So we can build that port and get the trade up from 185 to 541. And that will only get higher from there. So I'm so excited for that. Lepcis Magna, we have our Circle of Isis. So we can build bull warriors here. I will build one unit of bull warriors just in case we get attacked by any rebels or anything. We will also build a ship right here for that extra trade fleet, and our trade will go up from 717 to 1089, which is incredible. In Lemonum, there's not much we can do because there's not enough population. But next part, we will decide what we want to do with this army. Kerbasi the Conqueror. Ooh, I love having conquerors. Gurguri the Conqueror, Kerbasi the Conqueror. And Kerbasi has Norbert the Elephant, and we'll probably pick up Condate Redonum and Alesia at some point. Probably angering the Britons along the way, but yeah, we'll see about that. That is probably in our near future. The Carthaginians are bringing serious manpower. Ooh, armored elephants. Yeah, they are seriously going to try and take Tingi back. Let me see if I can bribe this army. This would be worth doing. Oh, it's so expensive. I can't do it. I can't spend 150,000 denarii on that. If I knew I was going to keep the armored elephants, I would consider it, but I don't know what happens to them when I bribe, so I'm not going to do it. So sad. Let's build... What would even be able to handle that? I don't know. Skirmishers? I don't know what would do well against elephants. I guess skirmishers, because they have the bonus versus elephants that Scutarii don't have. So we'll build some skirmishers. Oh, jeez. Y'all wouldn't want peace, would you? Let's try it. Ceasefire and trade rights. And we'll give you 10,000 gold doubloons. No, they don't want it. Yeah, they want revenge. So, yikes. Tingi is gonna be struggling, I think. Let me see if there's any mercenaries I can buy. No mercenaries. We're just gonna have to deal with this on our own. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's gonna be issues. But that's for next part. That's okay. We profited 37,000 denarii last term because we sacked so many cities. Incredible. We are rich as rich can be. Gurguri the Conqueror is now great commander. Gurguri is the best general I could ever hope for. Except that he's getting a bit dubious, a bit paranoid. Ooh, obsessed with security. He's an interesting fellow. He's got a cackling crone. Let's get that cackling crone to Halbin the Cruel. That more fits his style. Wise Woman is good though, yeah. He's a mixed bag, but he's a good general. He's a good faction leader. So let's recap. We actually took a lot of cities this part. We took Carthage, of course. We took Lepcis Magna. We took Massilia. We took Lemonum. We took Apollonia. Yeah, That's a lot of cities. Good start into a lot of different kind of ventures. We next time are going to try and knock out the Carthaginians from the game. I don't know if it'll happen next part, but in the next few parts, because we do have to venture pretty far south to do that. We also want to knock out the Gauls. They just have a couple cities left. And we need to decide what our next conquest will be as we reach the midpoint on the campaign. We've got 28 regions. We're going to have to decide, do we attack the Britannians next? I think the answer is probably yes. But are we going to be able to ally maybe the Germanics? Or will we be at war with nearly everyone remaining on the map? I don't know. Currently, we're at war with the Brutii, the Carthaginians, and the Gauls, so I'm about to only have one enemy, which is going to be pretty exciting. But that's all I got for you this part. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, Happy New Year. I hope everyone's doing really well. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.